Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Emelda, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you all you need to know about Panoxyl. So for those of you who don't know, Panoxyl is a face wash, is the creamy acne face wash, and it contains benzoyl peroxide, which is primarily used for treating acne. So a little bit over like 3 months ago, I had this very breakout. If I have the pictures, I'm going to put them here side by side. And then nothing could clear the acne. I thought it was my cycle. Then my cycle came and it passed, and nothing was just clearing the acne. So I got prescribed this Panoxyl, and usually people with oily skin. I have oily skin. They usually get prescribed salicylic acid, but I just took a leap of faith and bought this Panoxyl. So what everything this is everything you need to know about. So the benefits of Panoxyl. First of all, Panoxyl is used for unclogging pores. It fights active acne breakouts and all of that. It also helps decongest pores. They said here it clears existing acne, helps prevent new ones from forming, which is true, treats acne on face and body, formulated for gentle skin. Now, that formulated for gentle skin, I personally have very sensitive skin, so I bought the 4% Panoxyl. There's a 4% and there's a 10%. I'll highly suggest if you have sensitive skin that you go for the 4%. And then 10% bleaches the skin. I saw a TikTok of a girl that said she used the 10% and it was washing her melanin away. So I'll suggest you get 4%, especially if you're just starting out or you're just trying Panoxyl. So if you have tried everything for your acne and it just seems like it isn't going away, I'll suggest you try Panoxyl before you trash everything. So yeah, how regularly to use Panoxyl. So when I first got this face wash, because my skin wasn't used to any sort of benzoyl peroxide or anything like that, I started using it like twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week, and I use this at night. You don't want to use this during the day because it makes your skin sensitive to the sun. So I'd advise you use it at night, 2 to 3 times a day. But if you have used it for like 2 to 3 months and your skin has adjusted, I use this every 4 nights now. Sometimes I even forget because my acne is no longer as bad as it was back then. And I'm currently out of it now, but I'm still going to repurchase because this is a staple in my skincare routine. Now, I'll highly suggest you get this, to be honest. And the ingredients, it doesn't have any pore clogging ingredients. So if you are somebody that is very acne prone, like me, you can use it. And how to use this, I suggest when you are using this face wash, you during the day you use a sunscreen because like I said, it can make your skin sensitive to sun, so you want to make sure you're using a sunscreen and a good sunscreen at that, so that you don't get darker. Well, at first when I was using this, I got a bit darker because I wasn't very consistent with my sunscreen and all. But along the line I discovered that I had to double up on my sunscreen, so don't forget to reapply your sunscreen when you're using this. Secondly or thirdly, I can't really remember. When you're using this, beware that it can bleach your shirts. So it bleached some of my shirts, like the shirts that you use immediately you finish washing your face, or the shirts that you put on immediately you finish washing your face, or all of those. It can bleach them, make them considerably lighter. And don't be worried, it is safe for your skin. I know it sounds weird that it bleaches your shirt, but it's safe for your skin. But trust me, I've used it. I have one of the most sensitive skins on the surface of the earth. And if it was going to do anything, it would have affected me, but it didn't. So trust me when I say you can use this. So be careful about your shirts. Make sure you're wearing a shirt that you don't really care about. Besides, you're using it at night. So I would assume you're not wearing a shirt that you really care about. Also, one of the benefits I forgot to say about the sunscreen is that it can clear discoloration. I don't really hear anybody talking about it that much, but it can lighten your hyperpigmentation. I can attest to that fact. But it's not immediately that is going to do that. Well, with consistent use, then eventually you can see that your your hyperpigmentation gets considerably lighter. That's not the main purpose of the face wash, but I think those are just added benefits that come with using Panoxyl. So also, how to use this? You have to make sure that when you wash your face with it, you leave it on for like 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. I personally I wash my face first before I have my entire shower. I use this on my face. I leave it for 2 to 5 minutes while I'm washing every other part of my body, and then when I'm done, I just rinse this off. It does not strip the skin. I personally think it is hydrating. I have oily skin, so I don't know about how it will feel for somebody that has very dry skin, but I honestly feel like it's not drying or stripping at all. Sometimes I use my normal face wash if I feel like I've just been through too much activities during the day before I go in with this. But you can still use this alone. I'm just being extra sometimes. One not to pair this with. So, as you might already know, benzoyl peroxide is an active ingredient, which means you are not, there are certain ingredients that you cannot mix this with. So, let's say the night that I use this for like just washing my face, I don't use any other active in my routine. Granted, this is not a living product, but just because your skin has gone through that first and intense cleaning, you don't want to go and add something else. Just makes your skin, your skin just needs a break sometimes. So when I use this during in the night, then I just go in with like a moisturizer, and that's about it. But you cannot pair this. You cannot use this on the same night that you're using tretinoin. I use tretinoin because I have acne prone skin. So for the night that I use this, I don't use tretinoin. Please don't use tretinoin while you're using this. It can make your skin very sensitive, which you don't want. I've tried it before. It was bad. So don't pair this with any other active. If you have azelaic acid, if you're using Nixodem or any other active, on the night you are using this, just use this, wash your face. You can use a toner and your moisturizer and just call it a day. Also, one thing about this that I really love is that it works for hormonal acne. I personally have hormonal acne. What don't I have when it comes to acne? To be honest, I have hormonal acne, and this has been a game changer for me. I'm never going to lie. I'm out. I need to get more, but this works for hormonal acne. It helps to manage it. I won't say it completely clears everything, but it helps to manage it to like a very large extent. The things to note for is that firstly, this can be a bit drying for somebody that has dry skin. So you cannot use this in the morning and in the night. I wouldn't suggest you do that. There are people that do that, but I wouldn't suggest you do that because it just puts a strain on your skin barrier. So don't use it in the morning and in the night, because then even if it's not a like stripping face wash, you'll notice progressively that your skin is getting drier and drier. And this is the colder months, so I suggest you use this only once a day, twice a week if you're starting, then every other night if your skin has properly adapted to this face wash. And you need to watch out for this because, like I said, if used incorrectly, it can damage your skin barrier and give you way more problems than you even began with in the first place. So also, like I said, you have to follow. If you have oily skin and are using this, if you use this at night, I personally go in with a light weight moisturizer and call it a day. If you have dry skin, I'll suggest you go with like a thicker moisturizer and call it night or a day or whatever. So finding a sunscreen can be very tricky, especially when you are using actives like this in your routine. I have the whole separate video like describing sunscreens that you can use, recommending sunscreens you can use for oily or dry skin. And yeah, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can click on the next video. And that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope it was helpful. If it was, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in my next